All right, Sam is my nephew, and if you send us a question and we use it on the air, we'll send you a hat or a shirt. And if you stump my nephew, you're going to get a lifetime of free training through Front Sight. You're going to get a Front Sight membership. Sam does not hear these questions in advance. First time he hears them is right here on the air. So without further ado, Sam, you there?
Yeah, how are you guys?
Fantastic. Melissa's got a question for you.
Hey, Sam.
Hi, how are you?
Good. So Lucas from Mission Hills asks, what's unique about the Russian TP-82?
Let me point out a couple things. First of all, I've never heard of Mission Hill, but I don't live out there, so for all I know, you guys could be just making up place names, and I wouldn't know the difference.
That actually, it is a place called Mission Hills.
That's a real place.
Okay, it is a real place. I'll
Yes.
take your word for it.
We would never do that to you, Sam.
Second, I think that the question might be a typo. I think it's probably asking about the DP-28. Is that?
What's the DP-28?
It's a Russian light machine gun from, as the name would suggest, the late 1920s. It was used during the Second World War.
No, this is actually, it's a TP-82.
Oh, TP-82. I misheard you. I thought you said D as in Delta. It's
Nope.
No,
T as in
T
Tango.
as in
Okay.
Tom.
Tango
Yeah,
Papa
TP-82,
82.
the cosmonaut gun. I've heard of this.
Oh, there he goes.
This was, it was taken, well, let me back up a little bit. It's sort of a well-known pop culture factoid that Soviet and Russian cosmonauts have taken guns to space. Ha ha, funny. The reason they do that is because a crew landed thousands of kilometers off of where the spacecraft was supposed to come down back in, I think, the 70s, and they had to fight off wolves with limited weaponry. So from then on, Soviet space flights carried along the TP-82, which is a specially made double-barrel shotgun with a single rifle barrel underneath. So it had a wide variety of different ammunition available. Of course, shotguns are great for defense against wild animals, and having that rifle barrel allowed them to hunt for small game to sustain themselves should they land off course again. And it actually had a detachable shoulder stock that doubled as a hatchet. How cool is that?
They didn't write in about the hatchet part. That's even.
What a Father's Day gift.
Yeah,
Really
look
is.
up photos of it. The shoulder stock you can use to cut things is, in my opinion, probably one of the coolest aspects.
I remember I think there was an infomercial in the 80s that would come on right around midnight that advertised that thing. Yeah. Had a compass in the stock and this thing which tells time.
You going to ask him the other question?
No, actually, well, all right, real quick. So how do they determine, by the way, you got that right. Ding.
Ding.
So we had a question. We had a question early on. 80% lowers or 80% fire. Well, not firearms, but the 80%ers, or the P80s. How do they determine what is 80% of a firearm or of a gun? How is that determined?
Don't ask too many questions. The 80% receiver, 80% frame, 80% firearm thing is it's a receiver or frame which is legally defined as the firearm, which has not had all of the milling operations completed. It's had them 80% completed.
But how do they determine what 80% is? Is it actually spelled out in a manual somewhere? I made the assertion that a bunch of eggheads sat down and described this is what happened.
I don't know the actual regulatory guidelines that they use internally at the Bureau, but given that the cutoff is 80%, and that's as far as I'm aware not enshrined in any law anywhere, the Bureau made a determination kind of arbitrarily, as they often do, because they have so much leeway in interpreting the laws on the books. They said, okay, well, it's not a firearm if it's 80% or less completed. Yeah. And then they just sort of probably have made up internal guidelines as to what is 80%. Yeah, You'd have to ask an ATF agent.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell you for sure.
I think ATF and DOJ actually describe it in a bunch of paperwork. Anyway, awesome job, Sam.
Awesome.
Fantastic. Go be nice to your dad on Father's Day.
Okay, thanks very much for having me on. Happy Father's Day, everyone.
Thanks for watching this clip from Gun Owners Radio. You can watch us live every Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. California time, right here on our YouTube channel, or if you're in the San Diego area, you can listen to us on 1170 a.m. We're also available on your favorite podcast platform for free. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can help restore and protect the Second Amendment, not just in California, but across the country.